What up, man? Uh, Today I just wanted to give you a little heads up on something. Got this plug-in called Vice One. It's by Ignite VST. I got this from Computer Music Magazine. If you don't have the subscription, you need to go and get it right now. You got free plugins galore from high-end companies, and just go check it out for yourself. You'll see what I'm saying. You get free loops and everything else, and free instruments. So you just go get that computer music, man. You'll like it. If you're really musical like I am, you'll find some interest in a lot of the tools that they provide and a lot of the insightful interviews and reviews of plugins and things of that nature. It's a really good magazine. I get it every month for like $2.99. So holla at them, man. So anyway, device one. But before we get to device one, I just wanted to play. This is a little snare hit or something like that. So this song is called "Bust Down" by Cali Bells. So give it a listen, and I want you to listen to it non-processed, and then going through a little mix process on it. So that's the first thing. I'm using this plugin today as like a saturation box. Nothing more, nothing less. No gain reduction or nothing. But before we get to that, I want to show you just the chain that all the way up to this plugin that I've gotten so far. I'll play the raw deal for you. And this is what we're listening to. Let's go. All right, first of all, I brought in the console one. Sorry, I basically did that to take a little bit out of the it was a little bit in my face as opposed to all the other composition. So I just wanted to even that out. So nothing more than a little bit of compression and EQing that I did with the console one, and I actually did a little bit of filtering on the high end and the low end, and then some shaping with this 4 band EQ, and then I did a little compression at 2 to 1. I could have went steeper. Thinking about going steeper. It's just about the vibe of the song, so I'm checking that out right now as I talk to you guys. Being real honest, you know what I'm saying. So the drive I got at 4.4, and I got like a half a dB of character on the even harmonics, um, and that's it with that. And so it goes from sounding like this. So I came back a little bit, not 2 to 1. It's just 2.0 ratio. I don't, so even just that difference it made a difference to me. Let me try something else. I also came up a little bit on the release. Um, so I came down a notch on the ratio, came up a little bit on the release time. It was at negative, I'm sorry, point 0.10 seconds. Now I have it at point 0.15 seconds, 14 seconds. So even just that small increment, it made a difference in the punch and the vibe of that kick. So moving on with that, um, we hear what that's doing to it. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is bring in this this EQ right here. It's another EQ. I'm sorry, another plug-in from Computer Magazine. Another free one. The company is called Ereckon, Areckon, and this is a parametric EQ. It comes with a 3 band EQ with a low pass. Uh, I'm sorry, a high pass filter, uh, which actually can it doubles as a low pass or high pass. So you can have, it has a switch right here that has low cut, and then you switch it over and it's high cut. So it gives you the choice of either using it as a high pass or low pass. It gives you the choice also. You can kind of have dual instances of it. So like if you're trying to cut the low, and then at the same time you kind of like the sound of this EQ and you want to cut the high, you will initiate another um, plug-in, a double of the copy of that plug-in up under, and then just switch it to high cut. You get what I'm coming from? So that's the way you would probably use this, and then you don't want if you don't want to cut it all, you just disengage it. You can engage it. You see it right there, and you can disengage it. It defaults at 40 hertz and it goes all the way down. So it gives you a nice filter to deal with. Whether you like the filter or what you use the filter on is kind of like, taster's choice. So right now I'm using it with no filter. I have the filter disengage and I have the EQ engage. You can actually disengage the EQ. So if you want to just pass sound through this without affecting it with the bands or anything, you can just do that and you can get the sound of this box or whatever it is. But right now we're not using it for that. We're using it for the EQ. It's a lot of smart ways you can use your tools, man. Just understand a lot of subtleness adds up to a nice product at the end of the day on your master bus or your mix bus. Just be subtle with all your tracks. It's certain things, percussion instruments and things of that nature that need to be in your face. 808s need to be, you know, rattling your trunk. But at the same time, you got a lot of stuff in between that just needs to be enhanced, but enhanced subtly. So keep that philosophy in mind. But anyway, I brought this in next, and you can hear what the difference is. Check it out. Listen closely. I have all of the frequencies engaged, but don't actually have any boost or cut on any of them. And you can cut and boost on one channel on one of the freaks. So you have a negative 24 cut and a negative and a 24 boost. What I have on here is I have a half a dB um, engaged at 80 hertz. With a pretty tight Q. This Q goes all the way, I think, to 12 or something like 10. So right now we're right halfway on that Q and at 535, something like that. I have it at half of what the Q is. It's not that tight, but it's tight enough. Also to let you know, this has a graphic analyzer on it too. Just turn it on the analyzer, you can see. I actually like engaging that high shelf because the shelf actually incorporates the cue. It's oh my god, I forgot the name of those type of shells that you can put that cue cut on. But I actually like it. But I know that I'm about to bring in this Vice One. It livens up that snare. It actually makes it sound live. Um, but I like that, and I keep that in mind. I actually, just to show you guys, I suggest this all the time, man. Make your own presets. So I went Bangum snare low boost. Um, Make your own presets, man. It's cool because you can just like sometimes I pull up a thing. I'm like I click in it just to see like, do I have any plugins in here? Um, and load it up and be able to see that, oh, I got this for the snare, I got this for the kick, I got this for the vocal. That it's a cool, way of. It's no different than you getting a plug in from Waves or something, and you got Dave Pensado, JJP, and Manny. You got all these guys with their own presets. It's no different. Make your own presets. You are your own superstar. You are your own teacher. So do that, man. But I like this setting, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Um, uh, I usually use this sometime, and I never really make presets in it because every time I engage it, it just sounds good. I don't even really have a lot of different type of settings for it because every time I engage this plugin, I just like it. Turning the analyzer off to save some CPU, and I just want to show you guys this is a very unique EQ. It's very, very good, and it's free. Um, and go look up the company. You'll see how much a lot of these plugins, these free plugins that I have, are really truly worth. This plugin right here, the Vice One itself, is $50. This is a you go to their site. This is a $50 plugin. It's for free when you get the computer magazine. So think about that. Next, introducing the Vice One. This is why you came. I understand. This is why you're here. So let's get to it. It's a compressor, but the way I'm using it is not for compressing. No gain reduction at all. No threshold ratio is at one. You're gonna like this, so get ready for an orgasm. But let's play it without device one at first, and take a look at my meters over here. When that snare hits, it's pretty much like tapping out maybe zero point 0.8 dB um, on the peak. So zero point 0.9, zero point 0.8, somewhere between that, but it's past 10. But watch it when I'm engaging this and listen to the perceived loudness. Again, that's perceived loudness. So check it out. The perceived loudness. That's what you got. This is a great, 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 great tool, man. It opens that snare right on up, gives it clarity, gives it definition, um, chops those transits off. So therefore, when it hits this master bus, it's not going to peak out and have those little stringent little things just poking everywhere. I'm going to be able to have me a nice, even master. Uh, besides the vocals that's going to get placed. but this is a start of something really good, um, heading towards that mix bus or that master bus. Just keep that in mind, man. And I also have a L1 Ultra Max behind that, just to give it some more oomph. But I'm almost not knowing if I need it or not. Let's just try it out real quick. I like it, so I'm keeping it. It brings a little bit more definition, added definition, added girth. Yeah, so I like it. You know what I'm saying? That is a nice little chain to try to get that thing back in order. So this plugin is free. It comes with that subscription. My subscription is only $2.99 per month. This is not an ad for them, and I'm not trying to promote them either. I'm just letting you know, for all the independent mixers, engineers, aspiring mixers, engineers, you need free tools that are quality and that are good. When you need to get that magazine for $2.99, and I guarantee you're gonna get probably over $1,000 worth of plugins, or probably even more when you look at some of the company names. So, and some of those companies are affiliates of other bigger companies. So, just do your research. Computer Magazine, you can get this Vice one.